Om Paramahamsa Sadguru Shri Sattupasiye Namaha. Shri Guru Gita. By sipping and sprinkling the Charanamrita, the sacred water from washing the feet of Shri Guru, one obtains the fruit or merit of taking a holy bath in all the sacred rivers or tirthas of the world. Shloka 29. सर्वतीर्थावगाहस्य सम्प्राप्नोति फलं नरः गुरोर्पादोदकं पीत्वा शेषं शिरसि धारयान्. Anuvada. When one receives the Guru's Charanamrita and sprinkles the remaining water upon one's head, the Guru Bhakta fully attains the fruit of Avabrita Snana, or the sacred bath performed at all the great holy tirthas. Bhavartha. First, receiving the Charanamrita of Sri Guru and then sprinkling upon the head, the Guru Bhakta gains the merit of bathing in all the tirthas according to scriptural rule. By receiving Charanamrita, all auspiciousness will be showered. The sins of many births are destroyed. Even by drinking a single drop, there is no necessity to enter again into the mother's womb. One who has received Charanamrita attains the highest state at the time of death. Charanamrita is superior to the expiatory rites such as Chandrayana or Padakrichara. By receiving it, both merit, punya, and achieving human goals, purushartha, will ensue. By sprinkling the Charanamrita upon the head, impurity of the birth and death cycle will be removed. The life of those who do not receive Charanamrita is insignificant and trivial like a bubble on water. Occasions approved by the wise for Guru Pada Puja are the day one receives Mantropadesha from Sri Guru, the day Sri Guru manifested, the day the disciple was born, the time of an auspicious ritual in the disciple's home. Parameshwara declares to Parvati Devi and also to all the foremost rishis abiding there that the Guru Bhakta who receives Sri Guru Charanamrita and then sprinkles it upon his head obtains the merit of bathing in all tirthas according to scriptures. The water of the Guru's feet dries up the muds of sins, ignites the light of knowledge, and truly carries one across the ocean of worldly existence. Shloka 30. Shoshanam papapankasya deepanam jnana tejasaha guror padodakam samyak samsararnavatarakam. Anuvada. Sri Guru's Charanamrita, or the blessed water from the washing of Sri Guru's feet, completely removes the grime of sin, as though washing away thick mud. It kindles the radiance of Atmajnana and enables one to cross beyond the cycle of birth and death. Bhavartha. The crown of the head, along with the palms and the soles of the feet, are places through which prana or jiva shakti enters and departs in greater measure. Because of this extraordinarily subtle science, the feet and hands, being in constant contact with these points of energy, are regarded as having a particular sanctity. If one bows with devotion to the Guru's feet, one can receive the Guru's Shakti according to one's receptivity. Among these, greater significance is given to the feet. In general, bowing the head is considered highly exalted. The ego that says, I am superior, I have no need to bow my head to anyone, becomes an obstacle to prostration. Sri Guru's Charanamrita helps one reduce one's self-importance and become more receptive. Since the Guru's feet signify the path on which the Guru has walked, people bow to the feet in order to proceed on the way the Guru has trodden. Further, the feet are an extension of the Shakti from the Muladhara. By bowing to the Guru's feet, the energy flow from the Muladhara up to the feet. Similar effects arise in the devotee's own Muladhara. Such is the greatness. The Charanamrita of the Guru Pada Prakshalana, or washing of the feet, elevates spiritual sadhana upward. Sri Guru Charanamrita is endowed with the power to remove the grime of the latent sins residing in the heart and purify them. When the inner instrument or the Antakarana is purified, the ignorance that covers the Atma is driven away and Brahmagyana shines forth. Naturally pure water becomes muddy when soil mixes in it. The jiva, covered by Maya, forgets its own pure nature and remains stuck in the mud of the sorrow of birth and death cycle. Just as water is filtered from mud and pure water is obtained again, the service of Guru Charanamrita removes the stain called ignorance and makes one shine by one's own luminosity, Swaprakasha. Defects are considered sin because they obstruct Atma Sakshatkara. Sin means that which produces bondage and sorrow. Anger, evil desire, pride, jealousy, and delusion. Such defects confine a person to the body and strengthen the deceit of ego. Defects generate bondage, prolong samsara, and keep the jiva away from the knowledge of its true nature. The three layers of defects that obstruct spiritual growth and afflict the inner instrument are Maladosha, the impurity of limiting notions such as I am the one who gives more charity, I serve more than everyone, I am very great. This is the impurity of the mind arising from Sanchita karma and vasanas. It manifests as desires and defects such as kama, krodha, and lobha. Mental and physical impure tendencies make the mind unclear and keep it in the darkness of ignorance. This can be removed through nishkama or karma yoga. Vikshepa dosha, the impurity of distraction arising from delusion. This world itself is the ultimate reality. What is seen is the truth. The restless outward expansion of the mind that runs after objects blocks inner steadiness. States such as agitation, worry, and turmoil become inner and outward obstacles. This can be removed through Guru Pada Puja or Bhakti Yoga. Avarana dosha is the impurity of the bondage of past action. I do Shiva Puja. I do not eat certain things. I go on pilgrimage every year. I give clothes to everyone. Through delusion, the jiva's true nature is forgotten, becoming a covering of ignorance. Through the knowledge that arises from the Guru's word, Jnana Yoga, the Avarana dosha can be removed. When these three defects are removed by receiving Sri Guru Charanamrita, there is a cessation of defect, dosha nivritti, and the awakening of knowledge, jnana pravritti. The sins that cover us like mud are removed, and the mind is made pure. When Charanamrita is placed upon the head, its supreme awareness enters inwardly through the Sahasrara, removes the ignorance that covers the human being, and kindles Atmagyana. The Atmagyana that is not accessible to the intellect comes into direct experience. The act of receiving Charanamrita is very simple, but its fruit is infinite. It establishes the seeker as Parabrahma, abiding in the experience of the Absolute or Brahmanubhuti. Paramahamsa Sadguru Sri Sattupasiya Uvacha. The path of action, Karma Marga, means this. Whatever work one does, one must do it rightly, without causing harm to anyone, and then offer the fruit of the action to Bhagwan, remaining inwardly pure and unattached. The path of devotion or Bhakti Marga means offering everything to Bhagwan alone, knowing that all belongs to Him. A human being spends the strength of the body, the strength of the mind, and the power of the senses on trivial thoughts and momentary pleasures. Instead, gathering all that strength together and pouring it wholly into Bhagwan, offering everything with the feeling, whatever is given is yours, whatever exists comes from you, and surrendering all that to the Paramatma. This is supreme devotion. For one who possesses such highest devotion, nothing else apart from Bhagwan is dear. His love stands firmly established in Bhagwan alone. How should our love be? It should be such that it pleasures Bhagwan, who is the indwelling Lord of all beings. Once there was a dog in the ashram. It was strong and fierce. When cows, peacocks, deer, and other creatures came near, it would bark loudly and chase them. It could bite them or harm them, yet it did nothing. Why? Because it knew that all those creatures were dear to its master, who watched over it. It understood that if it harmed them, it would displease the master. Therefore, it restrained itself. In the same way, we should live without hatred towards anyone, behaving with compassion and restraint for the sake of Bhagwan's love. The path of knowledge or Jnana Marga means abiding firmly in the understanding I am the self, I am that. This does not mean the ordinary I. It is not the ego. It is the true self beyond the body, mind, senses, intellect, and ego. Abiding in that state requires great alertness and clarity. For this, supreme dispassion is essential. Sri Sattupasiye Namaha.